What's good, everybody? What I have in front of me today is an F32T8 strip light that is in the garage of my aunt and uncle's house. Now, since there are two F32T8 bulbs, I guess you can call this an F64T8 light fixture. Now, the reason why I'm making this video is to show you guys how to change out a light bulb in a standard linear fixture. This case, the lamp holders of the strip light here are a little bit more difficult to, swap out the bulbs, but it's not impossible. It's difficult, but not impossible because of the tightness and the way you have to rotate the light bulb to unscrew it from the fixture. Now, as you guys can see, it seems like both tubes are working, but only one of them are. The outside one is working while the inside one is not. Now, since this is the primary light fixture in the entire garage, other than that, that's a secondary light fixture. It's not too bright, not as bright as this. I'm gonna swap out both bulbs because one of them is bright white right now, and the replacement down here is daylight. I'll just go down, and these are F32T8 Philips Alto bulbs, and the Alto bulbs are supposed to last longer than the regular Philips bulbs. There's all the information. Oh, there's nothing here. All right, 2600 lumens, 30,000 hours, CRI index, CRI is 90, color temperature 5000K. I was gonna do 6500K, the daylight deluxe, but they didn't have it, so guess we're doing 5000K today. I'll just focus the camera a little bit so you guys can see. Yeah, so the reason why I'm changing out both tubes instead of one is because it's gonna look weird with one daylight tube and the stock bright white tube. It's got to be both. Both tubes have to be the same color. That's just how it is, or else whenever I come in the garage, or whenever my aunt and uncle come in the garage, they'll most likely strain their eyes because it's two completely different colors. And it's also going to look kind of silly too, so that's what we're doing today. So first thing you do, you turn off the light. You don't have to kill the power, just turn off the light. Second, get yourself a little ladder here. And one thing to keep in mind, always be careful when climbing up the ladder so you guys don't fall off, or else you can be seriously injured. And that's what I'm gonna do. One step at a time is the best way to go. I don't know what model this light fixture is, for the record. So yeah. Focus the camera. Step 3, grab the bulb, try to find a good angle, and rotate the tube 45 degrees. And some fixtures are a little bit more difficult, but you gotta grab the bulb with such force so that way it doesn't fall and break. That's the last thing you want. All right. I'm probably gonna have to spin it counterclockwise. See, it's hard to do this thing one-handed, so I'll try to use my left hand. Perfect. Just pull that out. Yeah, as you guys can see, most strip lights have this kind of base. It's not difficult, it's not impossible to change out these bulbs, but it's difficult. And this is the type of bulb that came with the house where my aunt and uncle bought. Almost every single bulb in this house is Westinghouse. So here, I'll bring it close to the light so you guys can, actually no, I'll take these tubes out first and then I'll show you guys. And I know this is very annoying. Since I'm holding this with one hand, I have to make 2 trips just to swap out both bulbs. So total 4 trips, 2 for each bulb. All right, now the time to take the other one out. All right, now just perfect. As soon as I put in the new tubes, I'll show you guys the old tubes at length. So we got the bad bulb all the way here, and here's the one that's still working. I'll probably install this later in an inside fixture. If not, I'll just leave it in the garage, and my uncle can choose what he wants to do with it. Next, you take out your new bulbs. But you gotta be careful, you don't want this to break or else it'll leak mercury every single wear. Shine some light on the situation. All right. Just focus the camera a little bit. You don't even have to peel all the plastic off. You just need to make sure there's enough clearance for you to access the light bulbs. And this is going to look kind of cool too, because the old bulbs had silver, I guess you can say, end caps, while these ones have green because of the Philips Alto. Alright guys, I finally managed to get the tubes out. It's really hard to do this, but I managed to get it done. I didn't feel like going back in to get scissors. And I also had to be careful not to drop these because I don't want the mercury to go everywhere. Alright, Philips F32T8 Daylight 5000K Alto. Alright, now that you guys get your light bulbs out, now the next thing to do, install the light bulbs. But before I do that, I'm going to properly position this lamp over here. So now I grab my tube. Alright, gotta be careful with this. I don't want this to break. Alright. Gotta be careful. I don't want this to break over here. So put one end over here, like so. And then same for the other side. Make sure you guys line up the pins accordingly. And I think that one's in. Rotate the bulb 45 degrees till it locks in place. I'm pretty sure that this one's in place. I'm just gonna turn it on to make sure it's working, so at least that way I'll know if it's in place or not. All right. Hopefully it's in place. Yep, it's in place. Cool. So now I can install the other bulb. And this will finally be, I can finally put this video to rest. Alright, when this camera focuses. Alright, just, I don't know if you guys can see. Look, watch the pins right here. Right, like that, and it's really hard to do this one-handed, guys, so I'm sorry if I'm taking like 500 years just to install these tubes. Okay, once you hear that click, you know that the bulbs are secured, or the bulbs are in the lamp holders. So now, rotate. Gotta hold this so it doesn't fall out. Rotate till it, perfect. Until you hear that click, that's all you need. So now, last thing to do is to make sure these bulbs work, and I'll be done. And not just me, guys. I know I said I'll be done, but all you guys will be done. So, let's do this. In 3, 2, 1. Look at that. I think at this point, it's safe to say that the bulbs are good. Now I can finally close this garage. Yeah, I know it's making a lot of noise. Sorry about that. Alright. Turn this off. And take a look. Just take a look at that. Alright. Safe to say, guys, I've done a pretty good job. I know all I did was change out 2 bulbs, but with one hand, it's pretty challenging. If I didn't have the camera and I had a little bit more time, I would have changed this out no problem. Only reason I don't have a lot of time is because I'm shooting a video showing you guys how to change these out, but yeah. Alright, so just trying to focus on the badge here. So yeah, just take a look at this light fixture, y'all. Of course, I'm really close to it, but it is what it is. Alright. There's the information. If I had to guess what this is, I'll assume that this is a Thomas lighting fixture, because most of the light fixtures in this house are similar to the ones at my place back in New Jersey, but I could be wrong, because I don't have any fluorescent fixtures in my house, while my aunt and uncle have 4 of them, and this is the only one that's an open fixture. So yeah, you got a Philips right here, and you got a Philips right there. course you can't see it well, but as long as you see one of them, that's all that matters. I'll just do that, and yeah. So we got bulb 15 over here, and then bulb 16 is out there. I know you guys can't see the numbers, but as long as you see this one, that's all that matters. All right, without further ado, guys, that's it. I'm sorry that the video is a lot longer than expected, but you try doing this one-handed, holding a camera in your hand. Then we'll see how you guys really feel. So with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. And as always, please like, comment, subscribe, share the video with whomever you know, so that any of your friends, your family members, all those good people will know how to change out a fluorescent tube if they don't know how to change one out. So with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. And as always, take care, have a nice day, and be safe. You know, you can never have enough safety. But before I go, I'm going to show you guys this light in full brightness. So I'm going to turn this off, wait till it gets to full brightness, and then I'll come back. Alright, obviously you guys can't see very clearly because of the stupid camera, but I'll show you guys the walls and how it looks. It looks a little bit more bluer than what it used to. I think I showed you what the old bulbs look like, but I'm not going to show you again because I don't want to climb up again, unscrew the bulbs, put in the old bulb for a side-by-side comparison. I just don't feel like it. So I hope you guys understand. And yeah, just an update. The bulb looks very nice since I last turned it on. It's an update, that's why. And yeah, very nice, very nice. And before I forget, here's the old bulb. I put the new one somewhere in the corner over there. So yeah, it's a Westinghouse F32T8 Eco Max. I'm assuming this is bright white, but I could be wrong. It could be 3,000. I know it's between 3,000 and 3,500K. So yeah, this end I know was closer to the door, and this one was closer to over here. And this side that's the top bulb, not the bottom one. But yeah, I like it, but it would have been a lot better in my opinion if this was 6,500K. There's no question about it. So yeah, that's it for the update. I know I already said goodbye and thank you so much for watching, but thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this little, I guess, aftermath of installing these tube lights. So that'll be all, folks.